ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joseph Novichkov, Senior Trading Manager with GDM. Today's outlook, firstly, we're going to start with the Chinese mainland shares traded mostly lower on Thursday with, of course, the Shanghai Composite Index, as we can see, little changed, down 0.01% flat on the day at 32.41.48, and of course, respectively, the Shanghaicomposite down about 0.6%, 0.6 points, or about 0.1% in a negative territory. Japanese shares led gains in Asia and mostly trading up 0.94%. This is mostly on the previous day, which was on Wednesday. And of course, the Japanese markets were off the ground and they were trading 170 points up 0.46 to 1833.40. Right now, the yen is trading at 113.20 versus the dollar, as we can see, slightly lower on the day at 0.67 or 70.7 on the yen. Of course, looking at the European markets, we can see the stock 600 index was 0.1% higher, or 0.3 points up. Of course, with markets liquidity set to be scarce on Thursday due to the Thanksgiving holiday in the US. Healthcare stocks were in the best performance on the day at the start of the session, climbing 0.8%. Only banks and telecoms, however, stocks were moving south for the stocks European 600 index. FTSE 100, however, 9.3 points down, or 0.15% in the negative territory. DAX is up slightly, 27.45 points, or 0.26% on the positive side of the market. The dollar firmed on Asian trading on Thursday after data suggested a pickup in US economic growth in the fourth quarter, of course, increasing chances of the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates later this year. US markets will be closed today, as we mentioned, due to a Thanksgiving holiday. Investors are now pricing in almost 100% probability of a December Federal Reserve interest rate hike. This is according to CME FedWatch. And of course, some investors expect more hikes next year if economic momentum is sustained. Let's have a look at the euro. It's also flat on the day as the rest of the markets, following such a strong economic data, shrugging off some of the negative territories. Right now, it's 1.0561 versus the dollar, or of course, up 0.02%, but not far away from 1.0520, which was its lowest since December 2015. Sterling was also a little changed at 1.2433, or 0.02% down. Of course, strengthening expectations on the Federal Reserve hiking rates in December due to positive economic data have seen gold prices slumping to 1187.80 at the moment, and it dropped 2% in the previous session, which it actually touched its lowest in 2.5 months at 1180. Right now, it's trading slightly off those particular slumps, but of course it's still down 0.1% or 1.4 to the dollar. OPEC planned lead cut prediction and thin liquidity due to US Thanksgiving holiday kept traders from making big new bets on the markets. And as we can see, the oil markets, West Texas Intermediate crude futures were slightly down about 7 cents from their last settlement, or about 0.18% at 47.89 on the barrel. And of course, on November 30, the coordinate cut, which of course potentially can put together OPEC and non-OPEC members to, of course, reach an agreement with the producer cartel. And of course, they will see which member and by how much they will cut production, if, of course, that happens. We will see you next week. For now, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.